Now, earning $1,000 per month in the stock market buying into different dividend-paying stocks and ETFs might seem very unattainable, and that's of course if you're buying into lower yielding stocks and ETFs, which in that case you might need to own hundreds if not thousands of shares to do so. So in this video, I thought it'd be sort of fun to go through 8 different investment options ranging from super low yield and high growth potential to some ultra high yielders, and share with you exactly how much you would need to invest into each one of these in order to earn an extra $1,000 per month in dividends. So if you consider yourself a dividend investor that's interested in adding more total monthly dividend income to your portfolio, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into the first one. Real quick, for those that haven't already, make sure to go to the first link in my description and grab my new dividend investing ebook, where I share exactly how I went from $0 invested to now earning over $6,000 on a monthly basis and over $1 million invested in the markets. Along with the ebook, you're also going to receive my custom dividend tracker, where you can track your dividend progress on an ongoing basis and reach your dividend investing goals. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. Now, starting off with something that's very low yield but also offers a lot of growth potential. So for the context of this video, this ETF is not necessarily going to be your best option as far as income generation goes. Although the VOO ETF or the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF has been sort of the gold standard as far as ETFs go, and an ETF that's been very hard to outperform. But regardless, with VOO, you're going to be earning around a 1.29% dividend yield, which means you're not necessarily going to earn that much income whatsoever by investing into this one. Now, VOO does pay a dividend every single quarter, and as you can see, the last few quarters have been anywhere from around $1.80 to around $1.54. So if we were to average out the VOO ETFs dividend payment on a monthly frequency, of course it pays quarterly, but if we were to take the quarterly, divide it by 3, and try to get to around $1,000 per month in dividends go. And if we were trying to get to around $1,000 per month, that means that an investor would need to purchase around 1,538 shares of VOO in order to reach $1,000 per month in dividends. Now, because VOO costs around $513 per share, an investor would need to invest around $789,000 in order to reach $1,000 per month in dividends. Now, I think it's safe to say that most investors are not buying into VOO to get rich off of dividends, but let's go on and I'm going to show you some investments that can offer a ton more income a lot faster. Another great high quality ETF, one of my favorites, SCHD or the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. This ETF yields around double that of VOO, around 3.4% starting, but also has some massive dividend growth historically. Now, SCHD currently pays around 82 cents, 60 cents, 74 cents on a quarterly basis. So if we were to consider SCHD at this point to be paying us on average around 27 cents per share per month to get to that $1,000 goal, we would need to buy around 3,700 shares of SCHD in order to earn around $1,000 per month in dividends. Now, because this ETF costs around $83 per share, that means that we would have to fork out around $307,000 in order to reach that goal. Now, I promise you, as this video goes on, it's going to get easier and easier, and it's going to take less and less money to reach that $1,000 goal of dividend income. The next ETF would be Devo, another great ETF that's grown over time, paid dividends over time, and paid more and more in dividends long term. Now, Devo offers around a 4.45% yield, so you are getting a decent amount of income from day one by investing into Devo, and because Devo pays around 15 cents per share per month, an investor would need around 6,600 shares of it, and because it costs around $40 per share, an investor would need to invest around $266,000 into Devo in order to reach that $1,000 milestone. But now we're getting up there into some of the higher yielding territory. This is when it's going to get much easier and it's going to take a lot less money to invest in order to reach that $1,000 goal. For JEPQ, another one of my favorite higher yielders, JEPQ offers around a 9.3% dividend yield, or it pays anywhere from around 42 cents to 44 cents on a monthly basis. Which means that even if JEPQ just paid 40 cents per share per month to investors, to get to that $1,000 goal, we would need to invest into around 2,500 shares of it. And because this ETF costs around $53 per share, we're talking only $132,000 plus invest into JEPQ in order to earn $1,000 per month in dividends. Now, as you can see, compared to some of the earlier ETFs we went through, it's getting much lower as far as money you need to invest in order to earn that $1,000 per month, but it's going to get even better, so stay tuned. Another one of my favorites, SPYI, the NEOS S&P 500 High Income ETF. This ETF offers almost a 12% forward yield, so you guessed it, it's going to get even easier from here. This ETF pays more or less 45 to 50 cents more or less per month as far as distributions go. So if you were to try to get to $1,000 per month, if we were to divide that by 50 cents, we would need just 2,000 shares of this one. And because this one costs around $50 per share, we would need just 100K invested into SPYI in order to earn $1,000 per month in income, which again is about 1/9 of what we would need to invest into compared to VOO. But now we're getting into some of the ultra yield territory. SVOL or SVOL, the Simplified Volatility Premium Income ETF. This ETF has a 16.22% yield and pays investors more or less 30 cents per share per month. So for this one, the $1,000 divided by 30 cents, we would need just over 3,300 shares of SVOL in order to earn $1,000 per month in income, or only invest around $73,000, which is insanity. But wait, we're even getting higher, 20% yield from SPYT, the Defiance S&P 500 High Income Target ETF, 20% yield. This one's yielding even higher than anything that we talked about in this video, averaging around 33 cents per share per month. This means that if we wanted to invest into SPYT, which pays us around 33 cents per share per month, we would need to buy around 3,000 shares of it. And because this ETF costs around $19-20 per share, we only in theory would have to buy around $60,000 worth of SPYT in order to earn $1,000 per month in income. Now, last but not least, I thought we would end off this video with a banger, and definitely drop a like down below and subscribe if you guys like videos like this. I can definitely make more of these. But QDTE, the Innovation 100 one day till expiration cover call strategy ETF. This ETF doesn't only pay a ton of income, but it pays income on a weekly basis. Yes, a weekly basis, if you guys haven't heard about this one. 67% distribution rate, so this one is going to get crazy. If we, of course, were trying to get to $1,000 per month, this ETF, at least at the surface, seems like it could definitely get us there in a fast manner. We're talking 31 cents, 47 cents, 47 cents, 51 cents on a weekly basis. So if we were to just consider this ETF an ETF that pays us, let's just say $1.20 per share per month, that means that we would have to invest into around 883 shares of this one. And keep in mind, this ETF costs around $42 per share. So QDTE in theory, and of course this numbers can change, this is just estimated, could offer us $1,000 per month with just $35,000 invested. Now, I hope that it goes without saying that just because an ETF or a stock pays a ton of income on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, or a quarterly basis, does not mean that it's a good investment necessarily. Always use the income as one metric out of many metrics when you are evaluating a stock or an ETF, please. But that being said, it is pretty cool. There's tons of different stocks and ETFs across the market these days that offer different things like higher growth potential, higher income potential, or vice versa. And honestly, it feels as if there's an instrument, an asset that really matches whatever strategy that investors are looking for these days. So now that we went through 8 different methods on how an investor could all get to the same place, that $1,000 per month milestone as far as income goes, I lastly, most importantly, want to hear from you guys down below. As far as a higher income generating stock or ETF, a higher yielding one, what's your absolute favorite across the entire market as of right now? Drop the ticker symbol in my comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like and subscribe for more future content like this. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.